Morning guys, I'm Mike, Falco's Flips. Today we are going to a boot sale, or hopefully we are, if any ATM / cash machine in my area actually dispenses any cash. This is the 5th one I've been to. The rest just are either not working at all or they're just not paying out any money. And I was going to be early today, I was going to be like really early, get there, but ain't happening. This one, is this going to work? I mean, the weird way in which that is flashing is not giving me any confidence, but let me see if there's actually any cash here, because if there's not, I don't even know where the next one is. Like a couple of miles in that direction, I have no idea. So wish me luck. Yes, it had some. Right, next stop, boot sale. So this is a Saturday of a bank holiday weekend, and it's not starting off well. The cash, I can live with the cash, but the problem is 2 boot sales in my area have been cancelled due to the rain. One has already come out and said they're not going to be on tomorrow either, or bank holiday Monday. It's the big one, St. Michael's, Billsborough. It's been off now for what, 6 weeks, I think. 6 weeks straight it has not been on at all. I know it's not their fault, it's the weather, but it's the best one usually. I mean, it was the biggest one, not necessarily the best one, a bit controversial to say that, but it's a good one, and it's not been on, and I'm missing it. So today we are going to go to Norcross, which is on. I'm buying in early, although by the time I get there now I'm not going to be that early, but I'm still buying in early just so I can then get to one a bit further afield afterwards and still get there for opening time. That's the plan. There's 2 I could go for today, and I've not quite decided which one. I could go north up to Morecambe, or I could go south down to one called Park Hall, which is the old Camelot theme park site. So I'm not sure yet. I'm only going to do one or the other because they're in completely different directions. So I don't know. I think I'll probably go south to Park Hall, but I'm undecided. They're both new to me. I've never been to either of them before. So I've just arrived, and despite the rain, it does look like there's at least a half decent turnout here today. I'm here early, so I may as well pay in early, right? To be honest, this is one of those days where ordinarily I wouldn't do. If I wasn't going on anywhere else after this, then I wouldn't bother paying in early today. I would have just waited it out and waited until they opened at 7:30. Let's go see what we can find to resell for profit on eBay.
Falco's Flips.
So I've got about an hour and a half here today before I need to move on to the next one. Here goes, come on, we can find something, even on a day like today. How much are you after on these?
You'll have to ask him.
How much are you after on these?
That one I'd take £4. The bigger ones would be a £5.
No, man,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a look.
Oh, right, yeah.
What you got in there? Load of figures.
Figures, special edition ones.
Can I have a look at you?
There's the metal ones and metal ones there. They'll be a bit more than the plastic, to be honest.
They're not for sale.
Oh, that's the display purposes.
Yes.
It's alright, I've got some bits and pieces.
The bits and pieces in there, Terminators, plastic ones.
You got a price for all of it?
For all of it?
Yeah.
Oh, probably 60 quid. Because there's loads in there as well.
40?
50?
Can I see how many are metal? Would that be alright? Have you any idea how many?
Not really.
Yeah, go on then, I'll give you 50 quid for
Would you do something on all the codexes?
Right, mate, what you're interested in the
Just the codexes.
codexes?
Yeah. How much on the lot?
For all them? 30.
You 20?
25.
Yeah, I'd do 25.
Right, there you
Thank
go.
you.
You ready? You have to be quick here. If you're not quick, then you got to be.
Yeah, that's it.
It's one of these things, you just feed it on, don't you?
Well, that's it.
I don't-
You were here before me anyway. I saw you were
Yeah,
there
I
waiting,
just
so it's
keep
fair
it-
enough,
keep
isn't
to
it?
one side.
Hi. How much is your cushion? Sorry to bother you while you're setting up. £1. Kids would love that, wouldn't they? Yeah, take that please, thank you. It's basically like every like reseller in the whole of Lancashire is here today, I'm telling you. It does make it a bit difficult. As soon as you see some of it, it's gone right in front of you. So that's why I paid up a bit for these codexes. Like that might not be the best purchase ever. We will have to see. What's happened to him? He is solid. I think he's like a Stretch Armstrong. He ain't stretching. Jesus.
What would you say to that, Vic? Then the animal boxes. Did you say 2? 2.
You give me your 3 for them ones.
How much on that, please?
£1.
Take it, thank you.
That's £3. No worries. Do you want that as well? Yeah. Just give us £2, mate. No, you too. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool.
I was just looking at myself. I was like, oh, but so, see, the deals are out there. You've got to be quick, I'm telling you. Yeah, 264 games, couldn't tell what they were. Yeah, mate, how much are your pants down here?
10 of them ones. What you do?
They're a bit rough around the edges.
Have you got 8? Have you got 8?
About 7, we do 7.
You got it in jeans?
Yeah, I think so.
If you got it in jeans, I'll take 7.
Cheers. I just hate cleaning the things, that's it. I know they'll clean up alright, but I hate doing it, that's the problem.
Like,
Yeah.
out.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, these are the lights.
How much are you after on this stuff here?
If you want the lot, you can have it for £4 or something.
Yeah, please, I'll do that. How much on those, please?
£6 each.
How much then?
150.
Yeah, please, take them. Yeah, so not massively busy here today. The sellers are now stopped arriving, even though it's quite early. I'm still going to go back in for another look round, but I had to come back because I'm telling you, this stuff is heavy. I've got a set of cast iron pans and a load of this stuff. I don't even know what this is. Do not ask me. It was cheap enough. I really like the design of it. I thought I'd give it a go. So, let's dump it in and carry on. How much is your Spider-Man thingy?
That is. See this one there? £5.
Oh,
It's never
so
been
I have a
used.
look.
Yeah, of course can, yeah. I just took some extra bits in there as well with the Spider-Man. The toy as a figure there.
Yeah, I'll take it, please.
See, you never know what's in them. You gotta go through.
Yeah.
Load here as well, man.
What's that? Take a look.
A little bit. That's how they go.
So this is the kind of place you could find something like amazing, because all this stuff he's not looked through it. I mean, somebody has probably at some point, and it's all just a load of, you know, for the most part, not very good stuff, but you might still find something awesome, but you've got to do some proper digging. What do we think? Do you think they've got any money in them? Maybe, maybe not, but it'll make a nice little set. Right. Oh, which are these? I mean, they're missing lids, as is that one.
That's very quick, mate.
You too.
Yeah, go on.
Cheers. So all I got then from the last little look around was some books and some like random kind of Tupperware bits, like all with missing lids. And I got this Spider-Man thing for £5. And we'll have a good look at everything when we get back. Not the best so far, but I am holding out hope for the next one. Let's get there nice and early just as it's opening, and hopefully there'll be some things waiting for us there. Let's go take a look. And it should be very close. I've not seen any kind of signs or anything yet. As I say, this is my very first time here. Okay, so we've arrived. So what's the deal here? This seat all seems a bit weird. Everyone's just kind of like randomly stood here. Is this what? Is this classed as a queue?
No, man, that's just all black. I didn't recognise you being there. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, how you doing? Yeah, good, thanks.
You give it a try then.
Yeah, first time I've tried it. Well, they're all rained off around my way, apart from Norcross, which was quiet.
Yeah,
you know,
it would be.
it's just, wow, I don't know. Hopefully, the rest of the weekend will be better.
Michael's is problem that they're back on.
Oh, have they?
Sunday, Monday, so
Right.
there you go, mate. There you go.
Yeah.
Very tempting. Very tempting.
I thought they were going to turn around and say, do you know what? That's it for the rest of the year, because like it's been off so much, hasn't it? Like, no, I'm glad you said that, because I was like, oh, it's not happening. I was already making plans to go further afield, but I might, if it's on, I might stay local, at least for the Sunday anyway.
Yeah, it's worth a try, mate.
Yeah.
Right, catch you later.
Cheers. How much on that, please?
Just £1.
I'll take it, thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. £2, buddy. Yeah?
much are you? £5. Real sapphire.
You did 2 on that? Or?
Yeah.
You did. Thank you. Oh, did you ever watch that, The Fall?
She has.
Yeah, it's good.
Falls vector, 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 falls vector.
It's worth a watch if you've never seen it.
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Oh, you got to change it for father.
Have you any change, really?
I'll take that one, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Take those, please. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. How much on that, please?
That, £1.
Thank you, I'll take it.
Well, see you later.
How much is Blippy? £1.50. I'll take him, please.
It's me, Flippy.
Shut up, Blippy.
It's your size, too.
How much is your teapot there, please? The teapot. So if I take a look and can I have a quick look at it, please?
Yeah, it's a commemorative.
Oh, brilliant.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
It's never been there.
And look, £2 each. Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that, please.
More we do. Is this your stock?
Yeah, yeah.
Same, I think. She wants. There's about 4 or 5 pairs of leggings. So there's 3 boxes of them, straight to facilities, bone china, 2 in a box, and some of them in their tent. So what do you want?
This one, this one, this one, this one,
It's
that one, and that one.
It's a tie set, isn't it, I think?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it, please. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. That's alright. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being back. If you had to be back, well, it's not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Because the vintage.
Oh yeah, well, the whole, is that the whole, the whole thing? Yeah.
Never price on them.
Well, that would be 40.
Yeah, I'm going to fall over.
It's a bit cramped here, isn't
I've got to
it?
kick your bloody ass on.
Because these are soft. You want a £1 a pair. Now these are the same at the moment, the 10 pound. What it is, they're a set. There's 5 sets of those and 5 sets of those.
And that one as well, and how much is that?
For those 2?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that would be 70 then, wouldn't it? Because 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 60. No, not at the moment. 55.
How much is that, please?
£3 that.
Okay.
That's the vintage.
Yeah, I'll take it, please. Thank you.
Oh, have you?
Is this all yours, or is that somebody else's?
No, it's all mine.
I was going to say, I thought somebody had just like dropped it there.
They've all got certificates with them. They're all different plates. They're all wedged with them. You can have the bag for a tenner.
Yeah, I'll do that. This is like the busiest stall in town. She's got some great stuff. How much are these?
Like wristbands.
Yeah. How much are the game?
These Amiga, those are 50p.
Yeah.
Right, all these Amiga are 50p. These are £2. That's £1. That's £2. Those are £1.
Alex Ferguson's player manager, I remember that.
2002. It's 21 years ago.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much on them and them?
Sorry?
How much on them and them? Would you do like
This one,
5 or something?
I'll do it for 6 for that lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Come see if I can get your bag.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Right, so back to the car, and yeah, I think we've done all right there. That one person who had all those Christmas decorations, but she was after a lot for him, like £10 a box, which I know is probably going to be a good deal. It's a brand which I've only just come to know about. I bought some at boot sale recently for like £1 or £2, and I realised that they were worth good money. So as soon as I saw the brand, I was like, yes. But there were like 2 people in front of me, and in the end, they ended up buying them all. So is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But I did get a few bits from that same seller, such as this. I think she'd looked most of this stuff up, so it's probably not going to be like hugely valuable. But I only paid £5 for this teapot, and it's Betty's tea room one. I mean, in its original box and everything, how can this not be worth a lot more than £5? I just think it must be, but I don't know. I know Betty's stuff can do really well, but we'll have to see on that. £5, I'm pretty sure we've done well with that. And then she did like this, all these Wedgwood plates for 10 quid. Now I know these plates, generally speaking, are not like massively valuable, but for the whole bag, in boxes with certificates for 10 quid, there's got to be one in there that's worth a few quid, right? There's got to be. We'll obviously look into it when we get back. And check this out, I never find Nintendo 64 stuff ever, but look, it's what I think is an officially branded N64 wrist pad. Now unfortunately they are all a bit discoloured a little bit, but I don't care. For the price, which is, I paid less than £1 each in the end because I bundled it in with some other games and stuff. Very happy with that. Never find that kind of stuff. I don't think these are going to be like massively valuable, but I could be wrong. I mean, who's not going to want one of these? It might just be the packaging that's a bit discoloured, you know, rather than the actual thing. I can't quite tell. Anyway, I'm going to go back in. Oh yeah, don't forget about the 1983 Black Magic tie and purse set. What is that? Is that a purse? I'm not sure what it is. Some kind of bag or something. I mean, random, yes, I know. How much I paid for that? A couple of quid, I think. Anyway, back in for one quick look around. It's not very busy, but hey, you never know. We might find something else. Let's go.
Where's the helmet, the riding helmet? I've got the gloves in my pocket.
How much are your baubles? I was going to ask before, but it was so busy. I thought, you know, I'll come back.
I've got to think then. That's right. So there's. Oh, I don't know how much in it. One. They might be mixed up, the lids.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, those are the bells. I'm not sure where they're up to with these. Well, that's for that. Which ones?
Generally, like roughly how much?
Well,
how much
originally
we're talking?
I was asking 10 a box.
Right.
But what time is it?
And these ones as well, are
Well,
these the same kind of thing?
Because there's 4 in each there,
Yeah.
and they've all got the certificates. They're all vintage. Those are pure glass. They're beautiful though. Well, they're all beautiful. So I do 4 there for 30.
Would you maybe do like a £5 a box if I took them all? How does that sound? Is that anywhere close?
I think 40. I was going to say 50 for the lot,
Yeah.
but I've took the lids off now, so I don't know which lid goes where.
About 40. Do 40.
45.
45.
And I'll throw in something else.
Oh yeah.
45. £3. They're not now.
That's
so
okay, I'll figure it out later. I'll just.
I think I've put numbers on them. You can take that if you want, but it's got a description thingy on it. Commemorative Cooperative, 1990.
Is it? Do you think somebody who worked there or
Yeah,
something? Yeah.
he was a big bug in the co-op.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's it with it being engraved.
I'm really looking forward to doing it. Thank you very
I'll
much.
take it and I'll be honest, I'll probably stick it online, see if somebody out there maybe worked there at the
believe it or
same
not-
time and might
believe
want
or
it,
not,
you know.
I sold a cooperative plate. And it had Burnley on it, and I don't know, and I sold that online.
And it still worked. Maybe it's somebody like who worked there that
Yeah.
year or something like that. I was looking at these before as well, but I couldn't get to them.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was separate.
it's the John Derry,
Thank you.
which is collectible. I Google everything.
Yeah.
Well, I've had 2. Because they've just come along and said to me, can you get rid of this lot?
Well, you've got to have some kind of idea, haven't you, before you
Well, the idea
come and
is
sell.
by the board, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How much was you after?
No, a couple of quid.
Yeah, go on. Thank you.
Because I collect money boxes, but I've that many.
Yeah.
I like quirky things, you know.
I like the big pigs they do.
Oh, the NatWest.
The big like ceramic.
What's it called?
I got one the other week which was like black and red.
there's a
Very,
name.
very unique. How much is that one going to be?
Oh, quid.
I'll take it, please.
That's a game.
So just 7.
That's a game.
All right.
That's vintage.
How much are these, please?
No, right.
£2 from both.
On that?
That's £3. Yeah, I'm trying to get
Yeah, I'll take that as well, please. How much are your cuddly toys in here?
They're £3 for the bigger ones and £2 for the smaller ones.
I'll just take that one, please. Thank you.
£3 please.
Right, so there you go. In the end, it's going to be a bootful, which I didn't expect today, to be honest. But yeah, what do you think about these? Now, obviously, it's a bit of a chance on these. I didn't expect her to still have any of these. I thought they'd all been sold. I think these were underneath the table, and the person bought everything that was like on top, and she didn't see them. I saw them when I was there, but I just presumed she had bought these as well, but she mustn't have done. So maybe they weren't seen, or maybe the person who bought them knows more about them than I do and just decided they're not as good. I mean, that is possible. As I say, I only know about this brand because I picked up a little set for very cheap, like £1 or £2 for a set of 3 just recently at a boot sale, and I looked them up and I was like, oh right, okay, there is a bit of money in these. Not all of them, some of them. I'm taking a bit of a chance here, but sometimes you've got to do it. Like, just think about it this way, I am not going to lose any money here. It's possible I might not make a lot, but I'm not going to lose anything. I really don't think that 45 quid for what I've got here, I'm going to lose anything. And then you can also look at it at the fact that I've got loads of other stuff from the same person for really cheap as well. So, you know, and she threw in a glass, and I've got this cool decanter thing here, which I think is for me. I really like it.
I don't know if I would have bought it to resell, but I just really like it. But I'll look it up when we get back, because you never know. If it's worth loads of money, I may well resell it. A few other bits here, including this. It's still got its tag. It's a Forever Friends. It's not new though, like Santa Claus. They had a big bag full. I asked how much for the whole bag, but they wouldn't come down. Enough for me. There probably was a little bit of money in there, but most of them didn't have tags. They looked a little bit rough around the edges, so that will have to do, just the one. Obviously coming into Christmas fairly soon. Can I mention Christmas yet? Well, I have done. Got a lot of Christmas stuff here. Anyway, yes, that is it. Good boot sale here today. It's not big though, so I think we've done well with what we bought, considering the size of it. So we'll try and squeeze this stuff in, and then we'll head home and we'll have a good look at how much this stuff is actually worth, because there's some things that are unknown here, such as all the Christmas baubles, these N64 pads that are a bit discoloured. Are anybody actually going to want these or not? I don't know. And then the stuff we got from the first boot sale as well. And don't forget about the Black Magic 1983 tie set. How can you forget that? We'll have a look when we get back. Yeah, it's a little cheeky stop at the tip shop, and I found this. I've been looking for this to play with my kids, like the old vintage one, for a long time. This is probably even older than the one I remember, 1977. Yeah, I played a newer one than this, but it's this old version that I was after. I've seen a couple of the newer versions out there before, and they're not the same. It's the old one I want to do with my kids, so that was only £1. I hope all the tokens are in there. If not, I'm pretty sure I could be able to find them online for not too much for replacement tokens, so that'll be a really cool one that I can do with my kids. If they're not interested, I'll obviously sell it on, but this is a keeper. And this I have had before. In fact, I had this quite recently. So I had this when I was a kid, then I sold it, then I got it again, and then I sold it again fairly recently. It must have been like end of last year, beginning of this year, can't remember exactly. And then I got it again, only £1. I'm hoping it's all there, and I'll be reselling it. That should go for, I don't know, last time like up to like 20, maybe even a little bit more. Is it this one that's worth a little bit more? And a nice little fishy mug. Don't know of that brand, but I don't care. It's just a nice little mug for somebody. Somebody will have that for 50p. Next stop home, let's go take a look at everything. So just before home, I stopped off at a shop, and there's a couple of charity shops here, and I've got these two figures, which I'm sure a lot of you will know from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Hero Turtles. Check it out. I've never seen these guys out there before. They are missing parts. Well, this one is. It's missing two hands, although I have found one of the hands in there. I'm guessing this guy had something in the middle and on his back that's not there, but I only paid, I got 3 for £1, so I've got a Mickey Mouse Duplo figure as well, and a couple of other little bits for my kids. So yeah, happy with that. Little mutant turtles. I was like, yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that. I have no idea if there's money in them or not. Never found them before, but I know some people will still buy them on eBay cheap for parts and that. Right, definitely going home now. Well, it's a little bit later and I'm back home. Let's take a look at what we've got. So as well as the boot sale stuff, I also got like these two figures. I've just lit this one up, and as he is, like, with, you know, obviously bits missing, he's still worth about 15 quid, which I don't think is bad. But if you've got the missing bits, you can go up for like 50-60 quid if he's complete in pre-owned condition. I went through the box he was in with a fine tooth comb. I'll tell you, I really searched for everything. I actually found his missing hand, which is in here. He's not worth anywhere near as much, even if he was you know, complete. He's not worth a crazy amount. Like this, he's probably only worth like a £5, if that. But this one for 15 quid, as I say, I paid like, you know, less than 50p each for them. So nice to find these old Turtles figures. Never found this one before. 1990, that one. 1989, that one. General Targ, I think, and he's called Muckman, I believe. This is my kind of era, but I don't remember either of these guys actually from Turtles. I think maybe they turned up later on in the series, like maybe series like 4 onwards or something like that. I've recently rewatched series 1 and 2 with my kids, and they loved it, by the way. And yeah, but I don't remember these two guys. So everything is here and here and here. Now I've not looked any of this up yet. I've not looked any of this up yet. We're going to have a look at that together in a minute. I've not looked these up yet either. We're going to have a look at that and these together in just a moment. So where should we start? Let's start here at the back. So I've got another one of these Fallout books. I've actually got one just there. I think I would probably keep one of these now, but I'm not sure. That one is better. It's more complete. It's got like a little map and stuff. That one hasn't, but for £2, still just about worthwhile. I can get about £10, I reckon, on it. So that's all right. Fallout right now, because of the new Starfield game coming out, the other games will probably pique an interest a little bit as well. Fallout, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls games, all that kind of stuff. So probably now is a good time to be selling it. Got a set of books here. I got them and this Tupperware for £2. Well, I think 2 of them are Tupperware. One of them is something else, Crownware, whatever that is. But they're all missing bits. They're all missing lids. But I thought it was still worthwhile, cheap if it, if it's cheap enough to get them and all the books for £2. I think is all right. This guy here is from the second boot sale. He was £3. I was trying to make a deal with the person selling them all. They had a big bag full and they were after just a little bit too much. I probably could have made a little bit of a profit, but it's just, nah, I just didn't want to get involved. They weren't in fantastic condition. They were pretty good, but like a lot of them didn't have the tags and stuff. If they all had the tags and they were in a little bit better condition, I probably would have bought the lot, but nah, just pick this guy out, £3. I reckon I can get like 12 to 15 for him come Christmas. Got this John Deere money box I cannot find. Oh, by the way, is it John Deere or John Deere? I could have sworn I've heard like American people calling it John Deere. Am I wrong? I might be wrong, but I don't know now. But my partner's like, no, it's John Deere. I'm sure it's John Deere. I mean, that makes sense, right? Deere, John Deere. But I could have sworn I've heard somebody call it John Deere. I could be wrong. Anyway, cannot find this out there. Not sure at all on this. I think I paid £2 for it. I don't know if that's good or not. What do you reckon? Can't go too far wrong, right, for £2. I think it's quite cool looking. Got some cast iron pans there. It's by a brand called, I think it's like WK something, not D. WKM, I think it is, which I've never heard of before. I've had a quick search of that brand and they don't seem to be that popular. They're definitely nowhere near like La Crusade or a few other brands that I know of. They're not that kind of quality, but they are pretty good and they've got the nice wooden handles. They do need a bit of a clean up, which is annoying. I'm gonna have to do that. Or I could maybe just sell them as they are and ask for a little bit less, but I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have to give them a little bit of a clean. I mean, I still reckon, we've got a good £10 to £15 per pan there as a set, like £50. I think I'll aim for at least £50, maybe a little bit more. I'm pretty sure we can get that. I already paid £7 for him. There we have Blippy, £1.50. I've had him before. I used to actually buy him brand new and retail arbitrage the guy to abroad and stuff. That for a while that worked, but not so much these days. £1.50. I think they go for around a tenner, something like that. Starbucks cup, that was 50p or £1. There won't be much in this. It's a plastic one. A couple of Wittard of Chelsea. Little mini mugs here, 50p for the 2, so 25p each. They were from the second boot sale. This is a like polka dot. I've had this same design in tea, coffee, sugars recently, and a few other things as well. It's just a cake stand. It was only £1. That should do okay. This here is a Dolmio green and like terracotta dish. Now these are rare compared to the common white ones that you can get out there, which is still worth picking up if you get them cheap enough, although the market right now is flooded with them. This particular one though, I could only find one person selling it for like 20 odd quid plus postage, and I'm sure it was abroad somewhere, so I reckon I can do okay with this. I'm probably gonna aim kind of high, 30 quid-ish I reckon. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't know if I'll get that. I accept best offers on everything, so if I get 20, then that's good. Only paid £1. Got some games here. Some are better than others. This is probably the better one out of the lot. Somebody has this up for sale for about 50 quid, brand new sealed like this. You get these like extra bits in with it. Only paid £2, not £3. The most anybody's actually managed to sell one for is about a tenner, but there's not many out there at all. So I don't know on this, but for £2, I think we'll do okay. This is like a steelbook version of Halo, one of the Halos. It was only £1. It's got like a cool little like one of those metal puzzle things that you build, one of them. And this is the game card code there that's not been scratched off. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know on that. I've not actually looked that one up, but for £1, it's got to be worth it, right? These games underneath, not so much. Like, I never find like Amiga games really, apart from recently. I, funnily enough, have found a few, but usually I never see them out there. Z-Wolf, I do not remember this at all. Amiga, I've got Z-Wolf 1 and Z-Wolf 2. I just keep thinking of Zahir, like, shout out Zahir out there. I saw him today at the boot sale at Norcross. But I say Z-Wolf, I just think, like, I imagine, like, Zahir's face on, like, the front of a helicopter or something. I don't know, I've got a strange mind, obviously. But you know what I mean, Z-Wolf, Z-Wolf 1 and Z-Wolf 2. I don't know, I might be losing the plot today. But I got all of them. I think we got, what we got, 3 copies of the first game and 1 copy of the second game. I got them for effectively £2 for the lot. And then I got all these. 4 of these for £1 each. Unfortunately, you know, they are discoloured. I know. Did put me off a little bit. If he had asked for like much more than £1 each, I probably would have said no. But for £1 each, come on, somebody's going to have that, right? Just to display it. I don't know if you'd actually use it. The other weird thing is that it's meant for keyboards, right? You're supposed to use it along the base of a keyboard, but it's a Nintendo 64 one. Doesn't quite make sense, does it? As far as I'm aware, there was no keyboard released for Nintendo 64. So a bit of an odd one, that, I think. But nonetheless, I've had a look and nobody's got this particular one out there. I saw a couple of different designs. People asking like anything from like £8 to £15 on them. Not many of them out there though at all. And yeah, I don't know. If we can get £10 each even. But I'll probably aim a bit higher than that. N64 stuff, I never find it. But weirdly, I found somebody there at the boot sale today had 2 N64 games. Like, it was 5 minutes into the boot sale, maybe 10 minutes into the boot sale, Norcross, the first one. And he had already found a couple of N64 games boxed, and they were in his bag. And I really wanted to kind of ask him what they were, but I didn't. I probably should have done. They might have been rubbish. They might have been amazing. No idea. But that's, you know, this stuff is out there. You just got to get there early. I'm gonna have to just keep getting there earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier until I eventually find this stuff. But I ain't complaining. Like, you know, today was one of those days where I did feel like I was missing out at every, like, I went round a corner, saw something, somebody was just buying it. Went up the other way, just as I was getting there, somebody was buying something else. Do you know what I mean? It was one of them where I missed out on so many things. I don't know how much of that I would have put in the video. I'm sure I put a bit of it in at least, but I do have to kind of edit these videos down, otherwise they become crazy long. I'm obviously there at the boot sales for several hours, and obviously the video is not several hours long, but I try and put in as much as I can. Don't make it too long, but don't make it too short. I know people do like these boot sale videos to be a little bit longer from what people tell me, generally speaking. So down here we have this teapot. Now, this is a brand to look out for out there. Betty's Tea Room. But it's got its original box and it's in really nice condition, and I cannot find anybody else out there with this exact teapot. So yeah, I found somebody with a mug in exactly the same style, and they were after £20 for it, pre-owned. I'm pretty sure I can class this as new. I don't think it's been used. This here, I'm surprised about this. How much was this? £1, I think? Was it £2? I think it's £1. 8 men on a raft. Now, I've heard about these old games before, and this one's like vintage, made in Michigan, and I searched it, and a very similar looking one, might have even been the same one, came up, and people were after like £30 for it. I'm like, really? Couldn't actually find any sold out there, but yeah, surprised me a bit that. We'll see how much it actually goes for. This here, this was £5. He wouldn't come down, tried to get him down a little bit. I'm not sure if it's complete, but I bought it because I had a look. I looked it up first, and somebody has one out there for I think it was £50 in very similar kind of condition. Theirs didn't say if it was complete or not, so I'm not sure. I think he said he had like thrown something else in with this, but whether that was to like compensate for something that was missing or not, I don't know. Like this, I think he said he'd thrown this in with it, whatever the hell this is. That's covered in sand or something. I don't know what it is. Right here we got this set of like kind of, is it a picnic set? Serum made in the UK. I don't know if it's all that brand or it's the mix. Oh, Brexton. Made by Thermos, so it's a proper one. Yeah, I don't know. I usually stay away from Thermos flasks because I've had some before, and you know they would always break and stuff. They'd always like not keep stuff hot like they're supposed to. But it's the fact that it was a little set like this, and this like cool little vintage case. This here is a gold-plated little set. Where is it here? Barrington men's 5-piece gold-plated travel set. You got like a nail clippers and tweezers and all sorts. And yeah, I don't know. It was only £1, and I figured there might be a little bit of money in it. So I think I've covered everything apart from these decorations, these plates, and these codexes. I have literally not looked any of this up yet. Any of them, any of these, any of the plates, I have not looked them up at all. So we have collectively quite a lot of money into it. 45, 10, so that's 55, and 25 on them, so 65, 75, 80 pounds into these bundles. And I only spent, what did I spend today? 134 pounds. So a good proportion of that is in that, them, and them. So let's have a look together as to whether we have done okay there or not. I was just clearing everything and I forgot this bag here. It's a brand called Rosebud London. I'd never heard of it before. I just thought the design was nice and it reminded me of like Aura Keeley, but it's not. It's just nice kind of lining inside as well. It was only, what was it, £1? I think it was £1. And they don't go for a huge amount, although I couldn't find this particular design out there, and I think my design is maybe nicer than the ones that I saw. Not just saying that, I just think it is. And I don't know, 10 to 15, let's say. I think that's fair to say, thereabouts, in the condition that it's in. I think I'm going to try and run it through the wash and hope that it comes out the other side, because it's a bit kind of, a little bit dirty, but I think it will come up good. And also this, how could I forget this? The 1983 Black Magic tie and like bag set. I think it's a bag. It is very random, I know. But in case you didn't know, or in case you're outside of the UK, Black Magic is a chocolate brand, a dark chocolate selection, like Milk Tray or like Dairy Box. I don't know if they have any of these outside of the UK, but like a selection of different flavoured chocolates, but all with dark chocolate on them. And when I saw it, that's what I thought it was. I literally thought it was a box of chocolates, and I'm guessing that's what it was supposed to look like. So when I opened it, I did not expect to see a tie and bag. I didn't. Would anybody want this out there? I don't know. I've just tried searching it, and obviously nobody out there has it, and nobody out there has sold it, because why would anybody really have this out there? I don't know. But maybe there'd be a collector out there that would take this, that would have this. I'm sure there would be. Let's start with these plates here. So it's just one big bag full of plates. I didn't have to negotiate for them or anything. They were a tenner for the lot. She just said, I thought somebody had actually bought them, and because they were just sat there like randomly in this bag all together. And after a while I said, oh, have they been sold or something? She was like, no. And she was like, if you want to take them all, tenner, you can have them all. I was like, right, okay, yeah, that will do. I've not even looked. Now, some would say, oh, you know, you can't buy them without looking, it could all be brokered or whatever. But you got to kind of gauge it. Like the other stuff she had, she said she was selling it all on behalf of somebody else, and I believe it. And she had looked some stuff up on eBay, and she had, like, you know, slightly more expensive prices on some things, such as these, which we'll get to in a minute. But she also had stuff that she had, you know, she just wanted rid of. I'm guessing maybe some of it was hers, and maybe these were hers, and she just didn't want to have to go through them. You know, had looked them up and they weren't worth all that much, or I don't know, but you get a feel for it. You know, I wouldn't just buy like a whole lot of stuff from anybody. I don't know if it comes across in the video or not, like, you know, whether the person is kind of to be trusted, put probably not, I don't know if that's the best way of saying it, but you know what I mean. I mean, this is Queen Elizabeth II, this one. And it's spode. I didn't realise there was any spode ones. Now, I know some spode things can be worth good money, not all of it. And I have actually looked into some spode plates recently, which I didn't end up buying. But it's because he was after a bit too much for him. And I don't know if I featured that in the video or not. I might have done, or it might not have come out yet. But yeah, I looked it up. I looked the stuff up and he was just after a bit too much for him. That's what put me off. But I did, you know, by looking into it, I saw that there was a bit of money in some of them. I'm going to show it here like this, but then I'm going to look it up off camera. Otherwise, it's going to be, you know, a very long video. So there's that one, Queen. There's this one, Queen Elizabeth II, 90th birthday. Do we have any more spode? She said it was Wedgwood, and I was fine with that. Is that Wedgwood or spode? It doesn't say. I'll have a look in a minute. Wedgwoods. 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 Oh, okay, that's like not even what it showed it was, right? Wedgwood calendar. Okay, so now I'm thinking what's actually in these boxes might not even be what it states it is. Unless this is just the box that Wedgwood comes in, because this is like one of the most well-known Wedgwood designs. Is that what it is? Yeah, there we go. Calendar plate, it says there, annual calendar plate. So, no. Okay, my confidence is restored. What's this one? This looks kind of fancy. What is this? Supera Moras. Is there an indication on the box as to what it is? No, there's not. What's this? Bolton. Limited edition. 405 of 750. Celebration plate. Bolton, 150 years of local government. Let's see about that. Oh, hang on. Thomas Kincaid. This is the same brand as a lot of them. Didn't know this was in here, right at the bottom. Let me just have a look at something on my phone, because I went into a couple of charity shops. I could have sworn I took a photograph of something. One sec. Let me see. Yeah, it is. It is. It's the same brand. Now, I've seen these out there before, these jigsaws. Thomas Kincaid jigsaw. I had no idea. I'd never put two and two together. And I didn't realise this was the same brand. And this was the same brand that's on those jigsaws. Victorian Christmas. Oh, that's nice, that. I really like that. Yeah. 2020 Victorian Christmas. I really like that. I'm gonna have to keep this one. Anyway, off camera right now, I'm gonna search everything and I'll come back to you in a second and tell you how much it's actually worth. If anything, I mean, fingers crossed for me, because, I mean, this was only a tenner, so this is like, doesn't really matter. It's this stuff really that's kind of in the back of my mind is a little bit like, oh, I don't know, and these codexes as well. Let's check these out. So I've been through all of them apart from these two spode plates, and there's nothing particularly like brilliant here. There's a couple which I can't find out there, so they might be, you know, all right. But generally speaking, I don't think we've got anything like majorly valuable here, but I think they're all worth listing up. There's a few where I can't find any that are classed as new, and you know, all mine I would class as new. They're still in the boxes, a lot of them with certificates. A lot of it's royal stuff, by the way, like it's all to do with royalty. You've got like a Prince George, like 3rd birthday plate, Prince William 18th birthday plate, and Queen Mother something or other. I know some of the Queen Mother stuff can be alright sometimes. In celebration of the 90th birthday of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Now that's the plate there. Well, plate and a mug, £192.65, but yeah, don't get your hopes up there. There's a plate here for 20 quid, new boxed, like mine. And this one, very similar in design, £7 best offer accepted, but I can't find any actually listed, so maybe list this a little bit higher than the other one and see what happens. So yeah, it was always a long shot with these plates. I knew that. 10 quid, I think we're still going to do okay. If I can sell each one for a £5 even, which I'm sure we can do, then yeah, we're doing all right. It's worth a go. Next we'll do these codexes, and just to make it a little quicker, I'm going to just scan these in if they have a barcode, which I think they will have. Let's have a look. I'm going to go off this price, but take this with a grain of salt, because these prices do fluctuate quite a bit when you scan them in. I always recommend you type it in as well. That's not a good start. That one is only going for like £3 to £5. Yeah, I hope that they're not all that cheap, because if they are, I have not done very well. Come on. A little bit better. How much are they actually selling for? £7.49, £4.99. See, £7 plus postage. That's abroad. £8 plus postage. Bit better. Let's hope they get better still. This is a big one, this. So what we're up to so far, let's call it, the first one what, £5, second one about £8. So what we're on, £13. We need to make 25 back at least to break even. What's this going to be? Oh God. No, I really wanted this one to be more. I may have made a mistake on this. I don't often say that. Usually we can at least make our money back. Do you know what I mean? I think I have made a bit of a critical error on this one. Oh, somebody got 12 quid for it there. Come on, one of these. Save me. Oh, that's more like it. Sold. How much are they actually selling for? That's a bit better. Okay, they seem, a lot of them are selling out of the US, which might mean it's a bit rarer in the UK. Somebody got £17.50 there. Free postage though, so you know, take a £3 off for postage. Right, that's the best one yet. Come on, let this be the same, and then we've not, you know, if this can be about the same as that, then between the two of them is our money back, and we'll make the profit on the other three. That still won't be very good, but that's all I can wish for right now. Come on. £5. £30 reduced to £5. I mean, what's going on there? £16.99 plus postage. £4 4p. That can't be right. Free postage. How can it be free postage? Like they'd be basically making nothing. Let's see. Look at the actual solds. Yeah, not good. Right, I'm the first to hold my hands up on this one and say not a good buy. I got pressurized a bit. There were a lot of people around me and I thought it was all right, but it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many Warhammer codexes I've had before, and that, you know, I've had some that are worth good money, and there's quite a few here I've never seen before. So I thought, yeah, they're going to be worth good money. Nope. In good condition for the most part. Oh well, we cannot win them all. I'm here to show you the ups and the downs, when I do well and when I don't do so well. The plates, I would say, were more successful than these, which is saying something, right? So let's have a look at these and hope that we have something here that is amazing. Come on. So I'll quickly show you what we've got here before I look them up. So they're all like baubles / Christmas decorations. These are like bells. The Ashton Drake galleries. In fact, I think they're the same. Are they the same? No, slightly different design on them, but the same kind of thing. These ones are little snowmen. These are all brand new, by the way, and they've got like some kind of certificate going on in here. More of the bells. And then these ones, which I think are the better ones, but we'll soon see in a moment. These are quite nice. Yeah, proper Christmassy. I love Christmas. Never too early to start with the Christmas stuff. Just me. Yeah, they're quite similar. In fact, are they the same? Are they the same or not? Yeah, I think they're the same. I think they're all the same. Those four. So let's check them out and see how much they're worth. Remember, I paid $45, but I also got this thrown in as well, which I think I'm going to keep myself, unless I search it and it's worth a decent amount, and I might have to just let it go. But it's a decanter, she said. It's kind of cool looking, right? That just sits on there like that. Yeah, I like that. So check it out right there, £51.46 somebody has that one bauble up at. Again, that, I mean, why people ask for such a crazy price? There's no way they're going to be worth that. I've not looked past that yet, but I'm telling you now, they are not going to be worth anything like that. But I hope they are. I hope they are. See, somebody has 4 there up for 47. I mean, there are some good prices here. I've not looked at the actual sold listings yet. Most of these are from the US. They're priced high. The question is, do they actually sell? But it's a bit of an odd one searching it now, because it's obviously the time of the year that it is, so people are not necessarily buying stuff like this time of the year. So the prices, you know, might not be right, but let's have a look. Okay. Thomas Kincaid Light Up the Season Illuminated Ornament Set. So it says illuminated. I don't think these... Do these light up? They do light up, apparently. They do light up, or they're meant to light up. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, so they do. You got a little screw there to get in, on, off. They're still at the little plastic bit, look. I've checked these sleigh bell ones, which I've got 3 lots of, haven't I? So here's the prices on these. Somebody's got like £19 something, best offer accepted, and a load of postage, but they're pre-owned. Somebody sold a single one there for £8.59. Again, a lot of this is coming out of America. Oh look, somebody had 27 of them there, pre-owned. 143 quid, best offer accepted, and a load there, pre-owned. Let's see how much they're actually listed for. Somebody's got one there for £23.90 just for the one. 38.21, 28.67, £8.59, 18s at 83. I think we've done well. So there's one more set to look into. It's these. What are these called? These are called Home for the Holidays, set 1. Let's have a look. So these ones, I can't find them. I can't find anybody who's got them listed. Can't find anybody who's sold them. So I don't know, but I reckon they'll probably be worth about the same as these bell ones. I mean, they are bell ones themselves, but they just got like a little ceramic thing going on top. So there we go. And then whatever this is worth, because I have no idea. It looks pretty good. I don't think it's I don't think it's gonna have a crazy amount of value in it, but it looks interesting enough. Maybe we'll get a few quid for this, or maybe I'll keep it. We'll see. So it's nice today to get to another brand new boot sale to me. Never been there before, and it's one that I think I will go back to again. Tomorrow is the bank holiday Sunday, and the weather is looking good. Not fantastic, but better than it has been recently. And I have a big choice of boot sales I can go to tomorrow. And as of now, recording this, I'm not sure which ones I'm going to hit. I might stay local, I might not. It all depends on what's going on locally to me. There's 2 that were rained off today that might be on tomorrow. I think they will now. But whatever it is, I will bring you guys along with me, and I'm sure we'll find some more great stuff to resell for a profit on eBay. Stick with me, stick with the channel. If you're not already subscribed, then subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell and then you'll get notified the next time I've got a video out. I'm doing my best to get as many out as I can, as quick as I can. It's a busy time though. Got a lot of boot sales going on. Got a lot of stuff just happening, like personally as well. Nothing bad or anything. It's just been a busy one. Like kids off school, we've got to entertain the kids. I don't want to spend my whole kind of summer working. I've been doing my best to kind of take a bit of time out and spend some quality time with the kids, which has been really nice. Doing this, I can, you know, spend a little bit of extra time here, a little bit of extra time there. Like if we want to just take the afternoon off and go and do something, we can. That's it. I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.